Welcome to Unit 1, Section 5. This is the last video where we use everything we learned in the previous videos to transform functions. Okay, so we already know the order of adding, subtracting things on the outside, like right here. That would come last. So what about things on the inside or things that are directly multiplied by f of x? So vertical transformations, a f of x, you will do a first and k second. So you can think of that like multiplication comes before addition. So it would be like the order of operations. Now when things are written on the inside, remember we have these factors, 1 over b. So it's not just b anymore, it's 1 over b. When combining horizontal transformations in this form, what I would recommend doing is something like this. Would be to factor out that b, but if you would rather not, like maybe numbers are easier to work with if you don't. So if it's in this form, you work with h first and then your b. If it's in this form, you work with your b first and then your h. And notice that if we had something like a f of bx, it would not matter which one we did first there, the b or the a. Okay, finding a triple transformation of a tabular function. Remember, this is 1. We're working on the inside, so we're going to have to create a new table. So we're going to have x and 3x. And then we're going to have f of 3x. And then we will have 2 f of 3x. And then we will have 2 f of 3x plus 1. And those are all the different things that are going to happen to our function. Okay, so this becomes 3x. This is just like we did previously for the x's. And your f of 3x, of course, that stays the same. So 3 times our x got us 6, which means our x divided by 3 will give us the original x. So 6 divided by 3 is 2, 4, 8. And now we're going to multiply by 2. Now we're going to add 1. So these are our y values. Remember. And these are our x values. So now we're going to sketch the graph of kx. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to factor it out first. Okay. And now, since it's in this factored form, working on the inside with my half times x plus 2, I am going to work with this first. And remember, if this is equal to b, and my factor is half b, then it's going to be the reciprocal. So we're going to stretch everything. So we're going to multiply our x's all by 2. So let me see, our x is -2 here, so our x is going to go to -4. Our x here is 0, so that stays at 0. Our x here is 2, so that will go to +4. And it will look something like this. So that's our first. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to deal with the 2. And that means, remember, when it's on the inside, it's the opposite of the sign. So we are going to subtract 2 from x. So here we are going to get, what, -4 minus 2? And then we're going to get something like this. And where is it going to equal 0? At -2. So we're going to now have something like this. Now what about this 3? That pushes it up, or I'm sorry, pushes it down by 3. And remember, it goes with the sign since it's on the outside. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it looks probably something like that. Okay. Moving on. Oh, I guess that, yeah, that was it. Okay, well, that sums it up for combining them. I would definitely go back and understand these rules. So for this one, my advice is practice. Just tons of practice. Because it's hard to master at first. Trust me, it's hard to master at first. I will see you in the next one.